One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UCF's offense takes the field. Dropping back, it's Hodges. With the catch, it's Fox. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Farmer. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Looking for room. It's James. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Hodges. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Hodges. This time it's complete. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Good timing on the quick out. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. 1st down, 10 yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Caught. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They get to him as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ring.
Got the back over the middle. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Looking downfield, it's Hodges. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's James. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down, they'll go to the air. Slips a tackle. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The play action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal.
Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to pass, it's Hodges. Trying to barrel in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. Still on his feet. Touchdown Knights! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him,
There he goes!
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. The Knights are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hodges. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Now on the counter. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's
running free. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field, too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulsa!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to throw, it's Hodges. Grabbed over the middle, it's Farmer. At the 45 on his way. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for the
open space in the middle. Bust through behind his pad. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They go to the ground. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
He's got it on the right.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw, because that...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hodges. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on 2nd down.
221 wing, 221 wing. Charcoal.
Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Fox. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Farmer. He's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a puck. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hodges. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. The old coaching cliche goes.